Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a collective and timeless reading. So, whenever this reading finds its way to you, is the right time, but keep in mind it's a general reading. So, see which signs, symbols, and messages resonate for you in your particular situation, and hopefully help to bring a little clarity to whatever you're wondering, concerned, and confused about. It could broaden your perspective, show you something with fresh eyes. It could also narrow your focus, show you something that could be in the dark, maybe right there all along. But in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition. So your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we are all uplifted in love. Let's begin with spirit messages. Clarity for the collective. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. One message, please. Thank you. Light. Light is coming through. Something's like beaming, like a sunshine out of your heart. So this is something that has to do with your heart, but I kind of feel like it's your inner light, and it's like changing the color and the actual expanse of your aura, your energy. There are birds here. So there is a flock of birds. That always makes me think of messages, travel. It says, imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light. Because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. It's a time to remember how vibrant you are. So you're expressing yourself, maybe just physically, but maybe actually in conversations about something going on with you. It doesn't have to be a particular project. It's an energy. And this energy that you have is received. Like, people are responding to you differently. So you may be attracting new partners, friends. I hear customers to you. If you are talking about a project, something that's like passionate inside of you that kind of lights you up, that passion will be felt by others. And I'm getting that it's like a somebody tells somebody tells somebody tells somebody about whatever's going on with you, and it kind of attracts the right energy back to you. I'm getting really helpful and curious energy. I just see you like walking in a room, and you're shining so different that I mean, you're felt. Even if you don't say anything in that room, it's like you're kind of noticed. So it could be an energy change that's happened recently. Like, people are feeling there's something different going on with you. But I just kind of see people wanting to sit next to you, like to be around you. So this could be a healing energy you have, maybe in a particular situation, friends, a family member. I see you as an open heart or an open door. I actually see like strangers wanting to talk to you. Maybe they don't even know why, but they kind of open up conversations. See how it's like this sunshine is beaming out of your heart? And I hear birds of a feather flock together. So maybe you're attracting like really similar frequency and high vibrational energy in others to you. So this could be new friends. I mean, we are made of energy and light. So let's get more clarity on this. I'm going to go different. This is the Crystal Angels Oracle. Let's get like a crystal stone energy. Maybe this is a crystal you like, or you can carry with you, but they also have messages. So let's see what this is about more in depth. This light energy, recognizing how powerful you are, how much you can do, how effective you are. One card for the collective, please, and thank you. Lapis lazuli. Oh, nice. This is a great, great stone to carry. Or if you can get some kind of, do I have any lapis? I do. It's like this beautiful blue stone. The first thing I think of with lapis is the breastplate of Solomon. I think it was given for Solomon to wear for protection, but it's also in, I think I have this right, guys. It's the gate of Ishtar. It's like this beautiful gate, like ancient gate into a city, and it has these like lions on the side, but all of the, like they're like bricks were made of lapis. It's so beautiful, this blue color. There's also a sword in a stone. So that makes me think of like King Arthur. So there might be something really special coming through, and it's your energy. It's your particular skill and talent and destiny to be the one to pull this golden sword out of the stone. It's like golden communication. It's very valuable if it's gold. It's also, gold is an interesting energy, like technology wise. If you send gold through a wire, there is no energy lost going from one point to the other point. It's such a perfect energy. So maybe gold is also important for you. It says life-changing epiphany or experience. That's really big. That's like the, how did this happen? Or how did I get here? Or how did I not think of that before? Or how did this door open just now? It's time of a big blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. I just see like, follow the yellow brick road. Like following these golden opportunities and or little conversations or certain people in your life that are gonna kind of help you redirect in the situation. I mean, maybe you have a, you're thinking of that Emerald City at the end, but this journey along the way might be windy and twisted and different and get you like on the back roads, but it's going to be way more fun than maybe a direct approach. I just see like twists and bends. Blessed. So maybe if there's roadblocks or you have to go on a separate path, I mean, you're really being supported here. So that could be a blessing in disguise to get you into a different door, to get you to maybe run into a certain person. So I'm kind of getting, if you get like an actual detour, like you have to go somewhere a different direction, you arrive somewhere late, maybe so you meet a specific person. So kind of trust if you feel like you're kind of off path or, lost your map a little bit, you're going to find some glowing situations where you're going to feel like, I cannot believe that happened in such divine timing. So let's see. You have a lot of blue energy coming through here. Blue. All right, let's go to something different. I have these. I mean, they're kind of on love, but love is also within ourselves, and love can be any relationship that you have. So let's see what comes through on this one. This is the Love Angels Oracle card. Clarity on light and lapis lazuli. I hear gift, so maybe you're giving somebody a gift. Maybe it's lapis, or someone gave you a necklace or something like that in the past, and you kind of had it in the jewelry box and forgot that you have it. Clarity on relationships for the collective, what they need to know right now. What's up, Rose? One card, please, and thank you. I know. What you need, babe? Oh, wow. You have an engagement coming through. That's huge. Your love life is soon ascending to a higher level of commitment. But an engagement doesn't necessarily have to be towards a marriage. It can be going to an engagement, going to some kind of ceremony, going to some kind of group setting where you feel really engaged. You know, you're really like putting some energy and passion into being there. Let's see what this is about, but Rose may need to go outside, so I will be right back. Sorry, guys. She had to go out and go pee. So, where were we? Engagement. So, I'm also getting this is you feeling more engaged in whatever it is that you're pursuing and doing right now. For others, if this is a relationship, then it's like leveling up, maybe being named on what this relationship is, if it's an actual engagement coming through. And I just spoiled the surprise. Sorry, guys, but maybe be ready and congratulations. That's sort of awesome. So there is something, a relationship in your life where the bond is getting stronger. It is growing. It is like leveling up to, I don't know, I hear a new dimension, so I'm not sure what that means. Like maybe a totally different perception of what you intended it to be and or what you thought it would become. Or maybe you really did envision this and now it's actually happening. Let's get another card from this. Clarity on engagement. Oh, when I was on the little breakaroo here, I did try to find some lapis. I couldn't find a necklace that I made, but I did find these. They're all dirty, but they're beautiful. These are earrings made of lapis. I got 25 years ago from a friend in the city that made jewelry. So I guess I thought I'd share them. And maybe there's, I couldn't find that other necklace. So maybe you're trying to look for something that was lost. It doesn't have to be jewelry, but maybe something. Hopefully you and I will find that thing in a strange space or, a weird drawer or something, but I kind of feel like I should put these on. So costume change. Actually, these are like, they're not pierced. All right, so here we are with some lapis on for this reading. Clarity on engagement for the collective. Please and thank you. Be optimistic. See the light in a situation. Recognize how grounded you are, how something is special just for you. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. So if you're stuck in your head and you're thinking and overanalyzing about things that didn't work out, the negative traits in a specific partner and or past relationships you didn't like, or creating scenarios that, oh, this could never happen, and you're in that kind of thought process. I mean, we're human. We think all kinds of weird things. That's okay. But have the self-awareness that you're having that thought and then purposefully replace that thought with something positive. Think of the positive things that have always happened, or the positive attributes that you really like, or the possibilities of how something could work out, and just kind of redirect your thoughts, because when you spend more of your energy on that positive vibration, it's that positive path and vibration that gets out there and attracts those kind of things back, because that's what you notice. So kind of go with that flow. If you notice yourself kind of thinking about something in a lower vibration, okay, I had that thought, and now redirect it on purpose. And the more you keep redirecting something to possibilities and beautiful love and light and, you know, how you're engaged on something, put your imagination there and start to see how that magnifies back into your world faster. It's also having an allowance, you know. I kind of think when you hold on to something really, 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 really tight, it's tension. Even if it's something positive that you want, but that tension makes it harder for that creative manifestation to come through. You kind of have to leave space. Sometimes things have to be set up in divine order to be ready for you. So be optimistic. I just heard don't worry, be happy. So if you're in worry, you know, if you're worried about something, if it's going to come back, what's going to happen, that's kind of like anxiety energy. Sometimes that's hard to even pinpoint. So sometimes if you have that kind of energy, all you can do, if you can't, you know, be or know about a situation over here, is redirect it back to yourself. And sometimes you have to just put your attention on something else for the meantime. So, you know, do something with you, how you express yourself, do something creative, perhaps do some exercise, call up a different person, have a different conversation, just kind of like redirect your attention to something maybe productive, and see if that helps the flow of things or just helps you get through something or get through a space. Be optimistic. I have these down, so let's leave them down and let's go to the weird deck. I like this deck. It just has random, it's the luck information. It has random messages. Let's get a random message. Clarity and light, lapis lazuli, being optimistic and engagement. I got the goosies down my leg with the engagement. So maybe that, like, maybe somebody really is like popping the question soon for some of you. I've got the goosies on my arms and my legs, which usually means for me that it's a bigger message and it's something really important for someone. So maybe pretend that you're surprised, but maybe you kind of have an idea something's coming. It could also be you popping the question. You know, maybe you're worried when to do it, how to set up that situation, if it's going to be the right time. Maybe it's, you know, something you plan, or it could be something that just comes out of nowhere. Like I'm getting like just randomly conversation and it just like, hey, you want to get hitched? Or like you want to go steady? Engagement. I also see if it's something individual you're doing, you do want to do something more and more. Your heart is really into something. Let's get one message for the collective. What do they need to know right now? I keep seeing like a party, guys. So, I mean, it could be an engagement party, but I feel like maybe there's an invitation to even go somewhere. I mean, that could be like an event. I see like mixing and mingling. So maybe if you get invited to an event, it's important that you go. Or maybe you're sending out some invitations for something. But I don't really, well, maybe. First I see like an actual like letter, like something actually that you get in the mail, like old school, snail mail. But then maybe it is something on like social engagements where you say like attending, not attending, you know, I'm going, I'm interested, all that. So it could be technology too. I'm kind of getting both. A card for the collective. get away. Days in a car. So maybe if you're invited somewhere, it's time to get away. DAZE in the car. That just makes me think of like a why am I not thinking of what I'm thinking? Like a journey in a car that you take with somebody else, a road trip. There it is. Sorry guys, it's kind of early in the morning. Sometimes like I get mismatched in the energy. It just goes blank for a moment. So, I mean, it could be a really nice road trip. It doesn't have to be far. Maybe this is with a specific person that I'm getting like you sing songs together in the car. You have really good conversation. I'm getting the padiddle thing. That's really weird. Like when you see something, you're like, padiddle. What is that? When you see like a bug, like a Volkswagen? Maybe it's something like that. You have like a special game you play with someone. This could be like a little vacation, some time away. You might have to plan it. If your schedule's really busy. Somebody could be picking you up. Maybe that conversation about, you know, where your relationship is going happens in a car. Let's see, let's get another card. Clarity for the collective, please. Getting away. Days in the car. I also feel like it's kind of like a cleansing thing too. Getting away could be getting away from energies, people, relationships, projects that either had no growth or maybe were like draining your energy, and you're actually like releasing some of those relationships, possibly friendships or energies out of your life so you feel a little more free. This person in the car looks like they're just really enjoying the ride. It could also be that whatever you're working on this is kind of weird. It's almost like whatever you're doing, this project almost starts to feel like it's driving itself. I just thought of these weird cars. I don't know what they're called. It's like a name, but they have these cars in San Francisco. I'm sure by now it's in other like big cities too, but they just kind of drive themselves. It's really weird. There's no driver. It's like really Back to the Future stuff. So, yeah, I think they're like taxis. So if you live in one of those cities and you have those kind of cars, can you put it below? Because I can't remember what it's called, but I just felt like so out of place that I did not know this was a thing. And I was like, is it safe to get in a car that just drives itself? But I guess it is pretty safe. But I'm getting more that either if this is a relationship or project, because I feel like it's both things here. It's almost going to be like a car that kind of drives itself. It's just going to start to feel really easy, like on autopilot, but in a good way. So your attention can be back to yourself on something or a specific person. I guess we're pulling one more card. I started shuffling. One more card for the collective, please, and thank you. Regain memories. Pick up a stone you like. I'm kind of glad I brought the stone energy out today. It's funny when people go somewhere and they say, hey, can I bring you back something? I just tell them, just bring me back a rock. Just a rock that you find somewhere on the ground that has the energy of that place. So maybe some of you are starting to actually like put some pocket stones in your pocket, in your purse. Sometimes if I don't have pockets, I'll put a little stone in my bra just so I have that energy on me. So, I mean, maybe somebody's giving you a stone. Maybe it's a big one. Regain memories. Maybe you're talking about something like from the past, or it could be a past dream you had that kind of is trickling back into your life. It's nostalgia. So pick up memories. Maybe you're thinking about a specific person or situation, a moment. Maybe something kind of triggers that. Usually I feel like when you're suddenly taken into a memory, it's usually from smell or music, but it can be anything. It can be something that like, oh, I totally forgot about that. And it's like your brain file just popped open. I'm getting that it's a very nice memory though. And maybe pick up a stone that you like. I feel like we're naturally attracted to the stone we need at that moment because of its energy, and or I don't know, like when you look through a pile of stones in like a crystal store, there's usually one that twinkles a little different than the others and feels special for you. So if you see one and you're out in the store or something and you kind of keep going back and looking at the same one, maybe buy it. Maybe that energy is something really good for you, or it could be a gift. Let's get one more card from this. Heal, help those in distress. So you're healing a situation. Maybe you're going to be at the right place at the right time to offer some advice. I hear counsel. Maybe some of you are speaking to somebody that's, you know, helping you heal something that actually happened in the past. So you see something in a different filter and perspective. But it's saying that you're going to be there to help someone. Somebody in distress. I see you, like, even if it's just something simple, like making a phone call for someone, helping somebody with directions, being the right person to get through to help somebody heal. Sometimes people always have to be ready to, you know, receive help or want it. You know, so maybe somebody was really closed off before, but they kind of open up. Maybe you actually just help a friend that's going through something. I'm also getting that some of you probably do something in the healing industry. Maybe you're a doctor, a therapist, maybe something with spirituality. Maybe you work with stones or color or light energy. I'm kind of getting even physical therapy, yoga. Maybe you're a psychologist or a counselor of something. Maybe some of you even work in a school. I kind of see someone who's a healer, but you might just be a natural healer. That's not like your job or anything, but somehow your beautiful light energy, maybe just being around you, is healing to some people. I hear example. So maybe you're an example, or maybe you have something that's a memory. You have a conversation with somebody and they feel like you connect, they can trust you, maybe they open up, maybe they don't even say anything about what they're going through, but somehow you just, like, talking about a certain situation or a story or something that happened in your life actually internally help somebody see something a different perspective. I'm getting some people that really open up to you, or you open up to someone else, but I'm also getting like closed off energy, but internal healing. So maybe you don't even realize how much you've healed someone or helped someone. Some of you might be like firefighters, or maybe you have a really unusual job. I see like maybe in an ambulance or paramedic. Maybe you're like a volunteer for something. I don't know why I see these people in these suits and this big like boat behind them, but I also get, I'm also getting like scientist energy. So maybe some of you do something with science, and I'm getting that. I mean, that could even be nutrition or you offering advice on maybe something that's natural for healing. But I'm actually getting like I don't know why. Sometimes weird messages come through. I'm actually getting like chemistry. I mean, it could be chemistry here, that kind of chemistry. But I'm getting more that you make a solution or some kind of something. I'm not a chemist. That actually helps heal others. I hope that made sense to somebody out there. It did give me that gave me the goosies too. So maybe you've been trying to figure out the right, I don't know, chemical formula for something, and you do. That was really specific, but I hope that was helpful for somebody. What's at the bottom? Pios. Pray. That's communion. That's commitment. It's almost like this too. That's being devoted to something. So maybe you're devoting something to your faith or your passion project. You're devoting more beautiful time to yourself, your spiritual your connection with God, the universe, whatever you have faith in. It could be a union between you and someone else too. There's like a beautiful energy of just trust and allowance and freedom here. It's like you're walking in nature. Maybe you're praying about something in particular, having allowance that your prayers will be answered. I'm getting in unusual means, maybe not how you thought, but maybe even better. Maybe you're joining something also in like a church or like some kind of group of faith, but it's just you here. So I think it starts with you having faith in yourself. Something you feel like you should do or connect to that feels not just normal, not just like an idea. It feels kind of divine. It feels like a spiritual energy, something a little different. Should we do, let's see. Let's do this. Just because I feel like there are different energies coming through with this reading. This is the confessions of a soulmate. So this could be a specific relationship you're thinking about, or you don't even know that somebody's thinking this about you. It's like something someone wants to say to you, but hasn't yet. So this could be the same situation here with the engagement. It could be something totally different too. Let's get one confession of a soulmate. Sometimes these cards are a little sassy, so let's see what comes through. One message for the collective, please. Something that somebody really wants to speak up and talk about and say and possibly hasn't yet. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. One card, please, and thank you. Oh, somebody misses you. This is really nice. So this could be any relationship you have. It could be somebody that you were thinking about and you really miss them too. Or it could be somebody that kind of comes out of the blue, calls you up. But there is somebody who really misses you. Oh, I definitely need my glasses for these tiny things. Where are they? Here. Let's see what it says. Oh, this is sweet. Somebody looks really happy. She looks really happy. It looks kind of, these kind of look like the same thing. Feeling the warmth of the sun. Your eyes, your smile, your voice, your scent. Maybe that triggers the memory. Your touch. I am missing everything. Remember how we have connected physically over our lifetimes together. My love for you is boundless and it's unconditional. I miss you being next to me. Wherever I go, I search for you everywhere. That's somebody really, really misses you. Like they're yearning for you. They want you back in their life. They want a connection again. Like they really love everything about you. How you smell, the way you talk, memories you've had, the way you move. I just thought of that song. It's that, I like the way you move. Dun-dun. That one. I don't know what that is, but that came through. Now I hear that. Like it's like a soundtrack going on in my head. It's like somebody that when they're out and about, they like think they see your car. Maybe it was you, maybe it wasn't. Like they hear your name. You know, they go to maybe locations that you've done certain things at, or they think of a certain space. I'm getting an actual physical space where you had a moment. I'm seeing somebody like at their desk, like getting lost in dreamland. Maybe looks at your picture, old photographs. Maybe they know your face. It looks like they know what you look like by heart. They can probably see you with their eyes closed. It could be you also missing somebody else. But I'm just getting somebody like in the store and they always think like, no, it wasn't them. Like kind of hoping they run into you or hoping it was you. And then kind of feeling like a little like a little disappointed when it's just a stranger. Well, since that came through, let's go to another oracle deck. Let's go to this one. This is this neon one. Clarifying love situations. For the collective. Who misses the collective? Let's kind of see what you or someone else is going through. Let's just clarify that card. It could also be that some of you are like engaged or in a long-term relationship with someone and they just have to go away a lot. Maybe they travel for work or had to go do something with family, or there's some kind of space and they're just like really wishing you came along or were there, and they're really looking forward to seeing you again. Like wherever they are, they're kind of wishing you were there with them. That you were the one they shared maybe a specific or general experiences or with. Let's get clarity on I miss you for the collective, please. Oh, healing. Well, you have this. Twice. Heal and healing. So maybe somebody even needed some space to have some time to heal a situation. This could be actually that, like, I mean, it has the thing here with the heart, like the heartbeat. So maybe some of you are in the healing industry. You actually do help other people heal. Or maybe somebody is dealing with a situation where they are in recovery, healing from an injury, or maybe a family member is healing from something. So that's why there's some time. But this says specifically healing emotional wounds, which is really nice. That's honey on the wound. Recovering, repairing, improving, shadow work, deep healing, and getting over something. Getting through something. Gaining clarity on something. Healing a relationship. Maybe you thought that this relationship would never really be healed or recover, and it looks like it will. So something might come back around. It could be that you have a person there all the time, but maybe there was something that wasn't being addressed. So it was like an underlying current of awkwardness. You know, maybe it was just like okay at the surface level, but you or someone else actually had something that was bothering them or happened in the past. You know, I'm getting like silly little arguments that come up, but that's not really the root cause of what the argument like is about. So maybe the root cause comes up and something can actually be addressed, just clarified, real communication, and then it can be healed. Sometimes people just don't know they did something awkward or hurt somebody. So maybe there's a conversation that comes through. It really does heal a situation. I'm just kind of getting that shadow work. It could also be that there was something that came through in somebody's world, or, you know, that happened where it addressed something that could be a karmic cycle, or something that was like a weirder facet of you or who this person is. And shining a light, I mean, you have the light here on that thing. I actually hear pet peeve, but it could be like a certain trait or a bad habit, or, you know, something like that. And once it's seen, maybe in a new light, there can be healing. Sometimes there's things that go on that you or someone else don't even realize that it's maybe hurtful to someone else, or that it's creating some weird energy. So beautiful. I'll show you what's at the bottom here too. I was going to pull another card, but that's like a double. We got a double, guys. Look at, you have healing and heal. And now you have regain memory and memory. So somebody could be looking at your picture. I mean, here I see the star in the middle first. So maybe you're the star player in a situation. You're a star in someone's eyes, like a guiding light. That could also be how you feel about someone else. But it's now this is replaying past sweet memories. Nostalgia, longing, regret, holding on to the past, and the past coming back. So something or someone is coming back around full circle. Let's go to the tarot. We haven't even done that yet, guys. All right. Which one? I kind of want to use something different. Hold on. This is the Spirit Song Tarot. It's really pretty. It's kind of gentle. I think it's a lot of animals. So let's just start with one card from this. Show you what this looks like. This one. Let's get some clarity for the collective on healing. Healing a situation, healing within yourself. Maybe taking a little vacation, a little road trip getaway. I don't know why I see a creek. I see a creek and I see the stones in a creek. Or maybe stones on a beach. Memories. Nostalgia. One card for the collective. Let's start with the foundational energy for you guys. One card, please, and thank you. Oh, the Knight of Acorns. This is like action and drive. This is a lot of passion. We're going back to passion with this one. It's like a, what is that, a wild boar? It does look like the boar is walking on kind of interesting stones. And there's an acorn. It's action and drive. It looks like there's a real direct way this boar is going. I'm also getting a real wild energy with this. So if this is a knight, this is something that's coming through with passion. Somebody wants like an experience. They're very creative. They're very confident. They're usually pretty sexy. It could be a male or female. It doesn't matter. But this is somebody who really wants to feel an experience that does have that exciting energy to try something new. You know, it's a lot of action. Having focus and motivation. But sometimes this is also the night. It's usually a fire sign. So like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be a sign. It can be a energy. It's an energy. So this is someone you're thinking about, or this is you, or this is just advice that's coming through. It's saying to put all your enthusiasm into something. This is also, don't get fizzled out too soon. Don't stop a project before it's done. Don't, don't spread yourself too thin. Sometimes this night comes in really, really excited and then kind of like fizzles away. So when this comes through, you want to keep like fueling that fire. So don't do something so extreme that it's like a burnout. So even that, if that's just your energy, take your, have enthusiasm, be in it when you're in it, but always have balance when this night is here. Remember to sleep properly, remember to kind of adjust where your energy is. So it's like I'm kind of getting like little campfires. It might, you might want to like handle one big, huge bonfire, but I feel like you do need to pay attention to other things. Make sure other fires that you have lit in your life are continuing to burn. I hope that made sense. Knight of Acorns. Let's get one card, clarity on this night. Oh, you have Judgment. This is a peacock. It's a beautiful peacock. It looks like it's wearing like a ballerina skirt here. So it could be a peacocking energy that's coming through, but it's letting your colors shine. I always think of Gabriel with the peacock, the messenger of God, the word, speaking, truth, communication, being direct, but also being, there's that free will thing. I don't know why I just thought of the Annunciation. That's what I thought of. I thought of Gabriel coming down to Mary, and I think he came down for 3 days to explain that she would be carrying the Christ. Like, hey, how about this? Do you want to, you're going to be someone really, really special. And she's like, I don't know. And then the next day, he came down again. She's like, I don't know. And then at day 3, she's like, oh, okay. So there had to be like an agreement. Now, when I have parables and when I have things like that come through, I may be wrong, but that is how I kind of see that picture right now. So maybe that makes sense to you. Like maybe something came through. It was a big try, but it just wasn't the right timing, or somebody had to really have their own free will on deciding something. I hope that made sense. I know that was a weird parable, guys. But it's big. It's judgment. This is big. This is the trumpet sounding from the sky that somebody is making a big, final, beautiful, absolute decision on something. It is like the time to decide. This is enlightenment. Is there something that came through here? Epiphany? Time being blessed. Composed of energy. Yeah, it's like an epiphany energy. It says revival. So tiny. Renewal. Enlightenment. Feeling like you're completely cleansing a situation and coming out a different, like a different energetic being. It's also releasing judgments. So if you're judgy on a situation or too judgy on others, we're all human. We all have our own experiences. We all have our own timing to heal and timing to figure out a situation and grow and evolve. And it's looking at a situation with compassion. You can't make somebody believe something. You can't make somebody do something or be a certain way. All you can do is bring that energy and that attention back to yourself, and also have grace with yourself. If there's something that you didn't do right in the past and you don't like it, or you wouldn't do it again, you have the awareness now to really change it, to really redirect your attention a different way in the now, right here, and for the future, for all the new situations that come through. And that's beautiful. That is like a revelation. That is complete renewal. That is going to totally evolve and change your energy. It's going to make you see all your situations, possibilities, relationships differently. So it's having real self-awareness of your part, that you played or did not play in other relationships or situations, what you can do and what you can't do, and redirecting your beautiful energy and attention to where it should be, which should always start in yourself. When you start to make those changes and love yourself and elevate yourself and be an example, you start to see more of those changes around you. Or you adjust the path that you're going on and the decisions you make to be in that space and in that relationship where it's like reciprocal energy to where you are now. So this, usually I feel like there's real, like a divine purpose with this card. It's usually the angels in the sky and you hear the trumpets. Like, it is time. The time has come. And I always see like those people in the normal judgment card, they're like on the ground. Sometimes there's like a coffin. So you're really releasing a way of doing something. Usually the people are naked. So you're being your bare, beautiful, authentic, true self. Really recognizing blessings, you know, even blessings in disguise, situations you went through that were crappy and, you know, you wish you never be there. But in the end, you see it differently because you have strength, because you elevated somehow from something. And then you always see them kind of like being lifted into the sky. So you are reaching a new level of spiritual enlightenment. Let's go to a different tarot deck and clarify. The mystical. Let's do this. Clarify. Renewal, awakening, enlightenment. It could also be that somebody else, like, I hear it snapped out of it, or like snap back into action. I mean, you do have this here. Oh, she's really loud. Sorry, guys. Before I pull this, I'm going to pause. I stopped that at 52:09, just in case you like numbers. I hope Rose wasn't too loud in whatever device you're listening to this video on. Sometimes her bark is sweet, and sometimes it is really, really loud. I think that's known for the Westies. So let's go to the mystical. Let's pull a card. Clarity on the Great Awakening. This new confidence that you found with the Knight of Acorns, the Knight of Rods or Fire. Just heard Headstrong. I guess that could be upside down, but isn't there a song? I'm gonna take you on, and I'll take on anyone. I don't know. Where we went? Headstrong? I don't know who sings that song. I think it's like a early-ish 2000s pop band. By the way, if I start to have music and it actually is coming through and I remember, I'm going to try to put the link below so you guys can just click on it easier and hear it. So maybe I'll find that song for you guys. I'll put it below. Let's get one card to clarify. Awakening, the Knight of Rods, healing, memories, lapis, someone missing you, a new engagement, staying optimistic. Card for the collective, please. Oh, this is justice. You have justice and judgment. So, making just decisions, finally making a decision, finally balancing out that scale. There's the big eye in the sky here with the sun around it. That's another song. I think it's called Eye in the Sky. That one's really, really pretty. And by the way, if I can find a cover of it, maybe I'll put that below. Let me see what I can find. But Eye in the Sky. I don't know who sings that one either. But this is 11, so it's a master number. It looks like you've made a decision. You're not sitting on this throne anymore. You're not sitting down. You're actually taking action on something. You're holding the sword and in the scales. You have no weight on the scales. You've taken all of the weight away in this situation. Something has become even. Maybe this is like a Libra energy. There's also a peacock feather. It's a totally different, wow. Maybe peacock. Maybe look up the spiritual meaning of a peacock. Maybe you see a peacock feather. It also makes me think of the eye. I can't believe that these are two totally different. I mean, these are really different decks of cards. But you see this, the peacock. Now, I hope you can see this on the camera. Where is it? Look at this. It's like a huge peacock feather. And it's not even the same card. That's really, really cool. So sometimes this is like a final decision. Like it could be something that is in the justice system, signing the contract on something. I mean, this can be like getting married, going to the justice of the peace. It can also be like a finality in a divorce. It could be some kind of contract with property. But it's so much better. Now there's actually a decision, that now something is clear, and now you can, like, I'm getting like move along with something. Like, so if something was kind of in the works and on the back burner and unsure and unclear and unbalanced and all that stuff, it's coming back into balance. I usually see this where it's fair for everyone involved. Everybody feels like their scale feels better. I mean, it's interesting that these scales actually don't have anything on them. So I feel like it's starting fresh, starting something with a clean slate. You're actually moving towards someone or something, or away from something. You're not sitting on the fence or sitting on the throne. You're putting action into something. And with that big eye, it's definitely tapping into your higher self, your intuition, but it also has to be grounded in reality. What you do with that intuition in your everyday world, what you tap into in your heart when you communicate with someone or others. I just so focus on this peacock. It's also a big ocean behind you. So it is something emotional, but the ocean looks calm. It looks like somewhere back there is a mountain, and it looks like behind this throne, there's also this blue. You had all that blue energy in the beginning, like a blue chiffon veil. I mean, the first thing I think of with the veil is marriage, and then a beautiful dress. So maybe you even work with fabrics. Random messages come through. Fabrics, or you're a tailor. Maybe the name Taylor. And even though this fabric is up there, you can still see through something. Maybe you foresaw that this situation would actually turn out to be okay the whole time. Or maybe you're getting out of the scenarios of what could be and actually moving towards something in reality, to go and have an experience, to go try something out. Let's do one more card from the Mystical Tarot. I'll show you what this looks like. They're really pretty. This one. I used to use this deck a lot. Clarity on justice and judgment. And that passionate, confident, adventurous Knight of Rods. When I see the boar, I just heard boredom. So maybe you're not bored anymore. Bored waiting for a situation. Something is definitely not boring with all this energy. Just feel like whatever this decision is, or whatever you figure out, or whatever is healed, or whatever is the direction you're going, is going to make you feel like that. One more card for the collective. So this is the Nine of Swords. Someone not sleeping at night. This is the energy that came through before with someone worried and or in anxiety, it's also getting so overwhelmed with memories and or thoughts and or scenarios and or possible solutions or problems at night usually, that you're not sleeping right. So I do get like different energies with this one. Like sometimes you're overwhelmed by thinking about something that is like an issue or a problem or a, you know, oh, woe is me, or what could be, or why didn't that happen? It could be something like that, or it could also be something really good. Sometimes you just don't sleep because you're actually thinking about a situation that was so amazeballs that you're just replaying it over and over. You're thinking of, wow, what else is possible? What else could be? And it's like you're actually losing sleep from it. So it's just like that kind of energy, you know? So sometimes it's just not sleeping. Sometimes it's just you sit there and get coffee too late, or something happened at work and you're thinking about something and you're just staring, like, why am I staring at the ceiling? So this could be you. This could also be somebody else. But when it's a 9, it means that's almost over. It does look like this girl is pretty comfy in her bed. It looks like a comfy bed. And it doesn't look like those swords. You have cute slippers. Maybe slippers are important. These swords aren't like scary. There's no nightmares here. It just looks like a little bit of regret, or someone's like, oh, why did that happen? Or why did I do that? Or what was that dream about? That was a weird dream. And like kind of getting up in the middle of the night. But these swords behind, look at how they are. They almost look like a tapestry, or they look like fabric, or they look like something that like boing, boing. What is that? A trampoline, you know? Like something can actually bounce you back, or you're going to get bounced back. I see it bouncy. Bounce back into action. Or this is, if it's like a tapestry, it's like all these little situations actually made the tapestry of your life. It actually brought you something that's tight-knit and well woven together. So that's kind of like looking at this both ways. But if it's a 9, it means that this almost is done. You're going to sleep better. Someone else is going to finally sleep a little bit better. Recognize how strong something is. Strong in your thoughts, strong in your mind. You know, confident that you can do something. Clarity on this 9 of Swords. Also, if you're just not sleeping right, or someone else isn't sleeping right, maybe there's something you can do to help that. You know, certain sounds, maybe dim the lights slowly, maybe not be on a device, because I think that doesn't put us in the correct brain patterns. Maybe listen to something, maybe read an old-fashioned book. That usually puts me to sleep. But maybe if you're auditory, it could be listening to something, listening to a book, or listening to some maybe affirmations or some meditations, maybe doing some exercise so you sleep a little better, doing some night yoga. I think of like yin yoga. You know, maybe try to readjust something in your schedule. You always get up late, maybe try to get up earlier. Just try to you know, you have the justice here, you have a balance. So try to balance your energy out differently so you can maybe sleep a little bit better. Maybe some like, what is the tea? What is that tea that makes you sleepy? Like sleepy time tea, but I can't think of what's in it. It's like a flower or an herb. If you know that what it is, maybe put that below in the comments. There's like a certain flower or herb that they put in those sleepy time teas that actually helps you relax. I can't think of what it is. Let's just get clarity on this 9 of Swords, please. The Hangman. So maybe something was really paused before, or maybe with this whole situation that's going on, you're really thinking about something in a totally different way. You have really big energies here with the Hangman, Judgment, and Justice. The small things, or the small situation is that Nine of Swords. That's just a minor arcana. And the advice with a personality, so the personality you're dealing with or tapping into, is that Knight. But I love the Hangman. The Hangman comes in your world to give you a pause, to redirect your attention, to take something internal and see something a totally different way. And now that you see it like 180 degrees, when you flip back around the other way, you get to do it differently. It does restore your energy. It totally changes your perception on something. I always like to see, like, it's like a painting you had on your wall for years. And you had it up there and you always thought it was like some crazy painting. And then one day it falls off and you put it back up and you're like, oh my gosh, it's like a building, or it's a boat, or it's something else. I didn't even know it was a thing. I was looking at that crap upside down for years. So it's getting a total epiphany of seeing your situation, a relationship, your path, what you're doing, totally different than you would before. So sometimes it's a little self-sacrifice. You have to give something up, give some of your attention up or time up somewhere so that you can put your energy into something else. But it brings you stability, because when you see the Hangman, you see how the legs are always kind of like the four, and yet it's the four, but it's like bass backwards. So you're getting that stability and you're gaining it in a certain way to, the four, the structure, the foundation, but upside down, like a different way. You're twisting something and it's now better backwards. I hope that made sense to you guys. I know that was weird. You're also in between. It's like a twin tree. It's like one tree, one foundation that grows up and splits into two. But it's like they're moving and growing still together, but parallel. So this could be metaphorically your masculine and feminine, you and a family member, since it's a tree, you and someone else, elevating together, you and your project working, as something you're working on is growing, so are you. But I guess upside down, you have to realize you can't hang on this tree forever, because the blood will go to your head and the decisions will eventually get foggy and you'll be dangling there for way too long. You will come back around. So even if this pause comes through, it does turn itself around and it comes back way better. What is this? Let's end with this one. This is at the bottom. These are really big cards, guys. This is beautiful too. This is the big angel. This is Temperance. 14. This is the Alchemist. This is like the merging of energies to become something new, to be the professional. There's so many different ways to describe this card. Sometimes it's art, sometimes it's alchemy, it's balance, it's the Goldilocks zone, which isn't always the same for everyone. One person's Goldilocks zone isn't another, and it may change throughout a day. Sometimes an easy way to describe Temperance is kind of like a really good bartender. They take many different personalities, people going through different emotional situations. They have different tastes, they're there for different reasons, and kind of working with all of those energies, working with the staff you work with, the phone calls that come, doing everything at once, making something that's probably pretty hard and multitasking look easy. But it isn't, because it's like in the moment, you got to think of what exactly has to be done. And if you're like, let's say, creating a drink, a mocktail, a cocktail, whatever, for one person, maybe they know exactly what they want. You do it, they want something precise. You do it just for them. Somebody else doesn't know what the heck they want. So it's kind of using all of your skills that you have to go into your own brain files, talents, way of doing something, and like pull the right things out at the right time to handle each situation with ease. I'm kind of getting that you can do something that's probably not so easy, pretty easy, that others cannot do. And I also feel like whatever it is with the Temperance card, it's very, very, very blessed, because there's always a really big angel in this card too. There's like divine protection, divine timing. It's like the balance between there's the 2 cups too. So you do have 2 cups here. So it could be a 2 of Cups situation, a really blessed partnership where together it's not like one person's empty and the other's full. It's like you're both kind of pretty full, but if somebody's going a little depleted, you can give a little in their cup and they're going to give a little back to you, and it's something like that. Your toe is in the water, your other foot is on earth, you have wings to fly, and you have this golden gem or like a medallion on your 3rd eye to tap into your higher self. It's not just balance with the scale here and there, here and there. It's like a full circle, like a medicine wheel kind of balance. So when you see the medicine wheel, it's finding your center. So this is a really long reading. We're at 11139 40 41. So let's end this. I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. I think you're going to feel really blessed that whatever memories are coming through here that you're tapping into, you're maybe thinking about differently, thinking about it in a different way. You're really becoming clear on how much healing you've actually had, or how much healing you've like helped give in others. Your scales are going to really come back into balance. Can't find the other one now. Oh, it's this one with, you know, justice and judgment. The way that you're going to pursue something, it's like you're not even the same person that you were. All of your decisions are going to be different. You realize how special you are to handle a certain situation, or how blessed one particular relationship is. You know, this sword is only meant for one other person, or this is given to you and it's only meant for you, or this opportunity is just a golden opportunity to be clear, to have some communication. And whatever this is, it's going to shine a light in your heart and your soul that's going to just magnify out there, vibrate differently, start to attract the right beautiful situations, healing energies, and more opportunities in your life to create something that really feels like you're stepping into your power, like you're living this vibrant, beautiful life and making so many more of these memories that are sweet. So it's having these memories in the past, but always looking towards the future, that and having trust there's going to be more, bigger, brighter, and beautiful memories that I'm seeing like you will be the star in, like the star of your own beautiful You movie. So I hope whatever I just said made sense. This was a really nice reading. It was kind of big. So I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. I hope something in this resonated for you, helped bring you a little bit of clarity. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I love you so much, and I will see you soon.